Kevin Durant way outside. Delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown.
Yeah, what you saying though about Luke Walton?
Magic didn't hire him, so I'm not surprised that he's in the hot seat. But my question is, who they gonna bring in?
So do you think they're gonna fire him?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't see why. Like,
okay. He didn't hire him. That ain't his guy. Most times when the new general manager come in,
he ain't new.
Who?
Magic. He been there for 2 years.
Who hired Luke?
I mean, well, he ain't hiring, but I'm just saying he been there for 2 years.
Yeah, but who hired Luke? Jim Buss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That ain't his guy. Usually a general manager, when he come in, he wants to change. Now he's going to say he gave him a shot, and it ain't work. It just didn't work. That's going to be how that goes. That's going to be the storyline. It's just not working, and so we need to bring in somebody else. I want to see who they're going to bring in.
They probably go, if they do, I don't know if they're going to do it. I think that's just to light a fire under Luke Walton. I think they just put the message out there. They wanted to send a message to make it, just to kind of like smoke and mirrors in a way, just to kind of alert people to let them know that the Lakers do care. And they're not going to accept losing. I think they just wanted to send that message. I think they're going to start playing a lot better because ain't like, what you expect. Like, this is a new team, and this is just my way of thinking. It's a new team. I already expected for them to struggle. I said they was going to be anywhere from a 6 to an 8th seed. I predicted an 8th seed, but I said anywhere from a 6 to a 7. I think they'll win like 47 games, go 47 to 35. And I think that I already expected the struggle. Even Magic Johnson said it was going to be a struggle. Maybe he didn't think it would be to this extreme, but it was a struggle. So my thing is, as far as like, I just feel like I said, they 3-5 now. The Timberwolves is 4-4. Who else? The Memphis Grizzlies, the Utah Jazz, which is a good team, they 4-3. Then what's another good team?
What's the Laker record? 2-7.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
3-5.
3-5.
OKC, they just beat the Wizards. They 4-4 right now.
He got nothing to do with nobody else. I'm trying to tell you. He didn't hire him. He wants, and I'm almost sure, a marquee coach.
Like who? I don't care. I mean, they got Mark Jackson out there. Actually, people keep saying Mark Jackson, and I just don't think. I don't think if you bring. I don't think it matters who you bring in there. I just think that.
Yeah, as long as LeBron there, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. You could put Greg Popovich right there.
Yeah, but see, Pop ain't gonna. See, here's the deal. LeBron couldn't play for Pop, and I don't care what he say. Because the demands that he will place upon him, he's not. He's not a system player.
Yeah.
That pass the ball, share the ball. It don't matter who get the shot, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That he doesn't play that. He never has.
Yeah, and then
it's always been basically 1-4. So. That Luke is done. It's just a matter of when.
I don't know. I just think it'd be the wrong. This is just my opinion. I feel like.
Yeah, it probably would be the wrong thing to do. It's like overreacting. However, that's the message he's got to send.
But I mean, what message are you sending? Are you sending the message?
Because LeBron is a coach killer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the message. It'll be like, all right, what kind of message are you really sending? Because it's so early in the season. And Luke Walton last year, he did a great job. If you look at in terms of
he didn't have LeBron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in terms of what
that's it right there.
in terms of what he had to deal with, like what was the talent that was put in front of him. You got a lot of young guys coming in there first year, and then you got a lot of guys coming off, third year or second year, and rookies. So it's like you had a lot on your plate, but at the same time, you still was able to win 35 games, and it was always next man up. You got these guys competing at a super high level, and they gave their chance. They was closing games last year better than they doing it now. So it's like, all right, I think they said they was either, maybe I'm mistaken, but they might have been like 12th in defense or 4th in defense, one of them towards the end of the year. I think it was 12. And they did a lot better defensively last year. And you got to think it's just a bunch of young guys. They did better then than they doing now. And you got a superstar caliber player, LeBron James, who's supposed to be, allegedly or supposedly be the best player in the world, with air quotes. So it's like,
it depends on who you asking and what world we talking about.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. Like I felt like I like Luke Walton. That's all I can say. I like Luke Walton.
Yeah, but see okay. I think I might like Luke Walton too. I mean, I don't know. I don't follow him that much. But what I do know is that you talk about LA.
Yeah, that's true.
You're talking about one of the original franchises. One of the big marquee franchises, historic franchise, I should say. So, you really think that they're going, let this ride? Nah. See, I'm trying to tell you, Magic has an agenda, and I think they're laying the groundwork for Luke to be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I think they try and send a message, but I just don't. Yeah.
I mean, you can see. Here's the deal. You can't. I mean, there's only so much that a coach can do, and when you have a player like LeBron, because now it's all about him. And so, you got these young guys. And LeBron, he's not the kind of guy that's going to teach these players. He's not. I just don't. He ain't that guy. He's not that. He's not the kind of guy that in the locker room that would teach you certain things or spend time. I just don't.
All right, let me ask you this: if LeBron James, all right, Boston, with the success they had last year, if LeBron James was on the Boston Celtics right now, do you think the same thing like that's happening now?
It would be the same thing. Well, see, first of all, he couldn't play in Boston.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. That's why I said if he played.
Brad Stevens has a system, and you see how Kyrie has truly flourished in that system.
He's struggling right now, but I think he's gonna get back.
Yeah, but he played in the system last year, so
yeah, that's true too.
I don't think that the struggles has anything to do with the system. I think it's probably just the beginning of the season.
Yeah, he coming back from injury too.
Yeah, so they have a system. Everywhere LeBron goes, well, in Miami, but see, in Miami you had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and Ray Allen. So it wasn't that 1-4, and so the pressure there really was no pressure. But once he's the main focus, it becomes that 1-4 thing. It's LeBron and everybody else. The ball goes to him and it becomes like,
hero ball.
Yeah, and until the fourth quarter.
And
then he wants to give it up. And see, if you alienate your teammates for the first 3 quarters, what you think gonna happen in the fourth quarter? They have no rhythm. They out of sync. So.
And that's why I said, like, to me, it don't matter who the coach is. It's like,
yeah, until they bring it, but they're not gonna. They're gonna have to. If they bring in a coach, It's going to have to be a coach. And, you know, last year, I think they had a system, the Lakers. And so Luke has a system that he wants to run, but he can't because
Exactly.
you got LeBron. That's why I say he's going to be out. They're going to bring in somebody that could probably run, that wouldn't have a problem running a 1-4 offense.
And I think Brandon Ingram, a lot of these guys, I think last year, if they would have possibly been able to, play the 4 minutes and develop like they should develop, I think that the Lakers would have probably been a lot better. Like they probably could have won probably 40-something games without LeBron. They probably could win 40-something games without LeBron. Probably still go 45, and that's not a bad thing. I think Brandon Ingram probably would have developed a lot better, and Luke Walton would have got the best out of them, because you see so many people talking about they getting beat off the glass, and when JaVale McGee goes out and they play small ball, they don't look, because I think honestly I feel like a lot of people are playing outside of their roles. With Golden State, you had JaVale McGee. I need you to block shots, protect the paint. That's all I need you to do.
Yeah, that was his role. And if you got points, you got points. Except for in the championship last year in the finals, Steve Kerr changed it. He made JaVale the focal point, but it wasn't outside of that lane.
Right.
We're gonna go to you the first 3-4 possessions, and we're gonna ram it down their throat, and you do what you do. And so they set the tone.
Yeah.
But that was his role.
And he was like one of those players that, a lot of stuff don't show up on the stat sheet, but he was that energy player. And with the Lakers, it's like you got so many people, like they want Lance Stevenson to be this closer and this guy that's supposed to be this star.
Man, he's a clown.
Yeah, like you can't say, for my thing is, all right, Lance Stevenson know his role, come off the bench. He gonna give you probably like 10 or 12 points. All right, that's your role. You come in, bring energy off the bench. Then Josh Hart, I need you to be the energy guy, or I need you to get stops on defense. I need you to hit shots when we need you to. Kyle Kuzma, I need you to get your spot right here. We're going to put you in your spots. I don't think a lot of them know their spots, and they can't get to their spots because they have LeBron on the team.
Yeah, that's the problem. It ain't the coach. It ain't Luke. It's LeBron.
Yeah.
But see, nobody will ever say that because he's LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And, he commands so much of the ball and of all the attention, and so, oh man, it's crazy. I wouldn't want him. I really wouldn't.
Who, LeBron or Luke Walton?
No, LeBron.
Oh, okay.
I mean, for as good as he is, unless he's not going to change his game.
Yeah.
He can't work the post because his footwork.
Yeah,
I can guarantee
exactly.
you that if you put him in the post, right now he wouldn't be able to survive because his footwork. All he knows is drive to the basket or shoot the jump shot.
Exactly. And if he ain't had no shooters, like just imagine him driving down the lane, and as he driving, when he get like double teamed, or let's say if a defender is a great defender and they stop him from getting to the lane, and he don't have no shooters, no open shooters, he gonna be stuck.
Yeah. But see, if he changed his game and worked in the post, it would prolong his career.
Yep.
2, it would probably be helpful to the other teammates because now you got him in the post, and he's going to command a lot of attention. So when he's down there, you're going to have to double team him because if he used that strength that he has, but he has his footwork. I can guarantee you that his footwork, is non-existent.
You know, it'd be funny because I say somebody say this that Luke Walton go back to Golden State, they bring him back in there, he win a championship. But would it really be funny is if he go over there and Steve Kerr be petty enough and just let Luke Walton coach the rest of the season, and
Oh,
you and
you know what he would do? When they play the Lakers, he'll let him coach.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be funny. It'd be
yeah.
petty, but boy, would it be funny. But I don't see Steve Kerr as that kind of.
Well, I
That,
mean, he did let the players coach. I mean, he did let the players coach, and he sat on the bench. Everybody thought that was disrespectful. So,
I don't think so. He's just having fun.
yeah, he said he just wanted to give his players, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. They just so stacked. I wouldn't be surprised they had some blankets and they was just laying down on the side of the court, going to sleep. But I don't know. I just think Luke Walton. I don't see.
They're gonna fire him, and it won't be his fault. It won't be because he's not a good coach. It'll be because they have LeBron James, and you, he can't run any other system other than what he knows. It's like he's like a dinosaur. You know, he's a one-trick pony. That's exactly what he is. He's a one-trick pony. You know, if he was smart, he'd change his game. Every great player changed their game to take advantage of their skills. You know, Jordan, he couldn't shoot a jump shot to save his life, much less a three-pointer. So what did he do? He worked on his mid-range. He worked, then he worked on his jump shot. He worked on his footwork down in the post. And he wasn't that big, but he was slick
Mm-hmm.
and savvy, and his footwork. The same thing with Kobe. You're not talking about big dudes, but they could work the post because their footwork was immaculate.
They said that he said that what the reports are that Luke Walton got in. I mean, not Luke Walton. Magic Johnson got all in Luke Walton's face, and he was like,
Probably did.
I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't be surprised because he has to see.
I think they. I just think.
And I can guarantee you that it was done with certain people around so they could see it and report it.
That's why I said it's either that or they just put that reports out there.
He did it,
I don't
and
think
they
so.
had a reporter in there just so that they could let it be known. See see, to me, that is not something that you. That is something that you do. You take him in the office, and you do that. You know, now if you're a coach and you're talking to your player on the court, yeah, because if it's in the middle of practice and something happens, yeah, you're gonna get in his face. But the general manager and the coach, you don't do, and it was probably in front of the team. You don't dress down your coach in front of the players because see now it'll make them feel a certain kind of way, and so yeah, you trying to light a fire. But what you're gonna end up doing is burning down the building.
But I don't think that's why I say I don't think that it was as
He's done, son.
no. But I'm saying no. I'm
I know
saying
you like him, yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. They're laying the groundwork.
I don't think I don't
First
think
is
it was as dramatic as they making it to be. I think
it might not have been, but I'm saying they're laying the groundwork.
don't you know how when you talking like you be like all right, let me talk to you for a second, and then you bring somebody in the room, and you be like, y'all have a conversation, nice conversation, and then maybe some reporters or maybe some people was outside, and then
Animated.
and when he came out, don't you know he be like, yeah, when I go out here, we're gonna make it look like we had an argument, and I said this and I said that, but I ain't really meaning it. I just wanted to send a message to the NBA, and then when he got out, I told you not to do so and so,
No. He did not pull see, Pop did that with Tim Duncan. He would tell him, I'm going to get on you in practice, so be ready for it. No, that ain't what this was. This was laying the groundwork because Luke Walton's days are numbered.
But the thing is, like, all right, with Pat Riley, Pat Riley let it be known. Eric Spoelstra, we going with Eric Spoelstra. But then again, Pat Riley did pick Eric Spoelstra.
Exactly.
But if that's your guy, like even still,
it ain't his guy. That's what I'm trying to tell you, son. That's not his guy. If it was somebody that he hired, that's his guy. He inherited Luke Walton. Most general managers, when they come in, they want their guy. That's just plain and simple. They want their guy. So unless if they were, smoking off the break, out the gate, it'd be all well and good. But it ain't going like that. So. First thing Magic says, this is not my guy. He meeting with homeboy. Wait, what is Magic's position?
Head of basketball operation.
Yeah, so the other dude is the general manager. But actually, Magic is probably the general manager. That dude is just there. But that ain't his guy. So he gonna have to. He's probably got somebody in mind who I don't know.
I think I'll be. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be surprised if Luke Walton gone. And this is.
I won't be.
This is why I say this. I think they wanted to do that. LeBron in a 4-year deal. He can't go nowhere. And you get. But
the coaches are always expendable.
But that's what I'm saying. Just listen. I feel as though it'll make LeBron look bad because you fired a coach, you bring a new coach in, then you still going to struggle. It's like in Cleveland. The first half of the season, y'all did good. Y'all was doing okay. Then it started to get slow. Excuse me. And you started to see who they truly was. Then they made a big trade. Everybody was gone. Now you got all these new players, and they come in and they have fun. LeBron on the sideline cheering and all happy, and they looking good on the court. Then next thing you know, they start to slow down again, and now they struggling to make it past in the playoffs. They struggling to get past the who's that team they played? The Pacers. Then they struggling. They barely made it past the Celtics. So it's like it's nothing really changing. So let's say they bring in a new coach, then they start off doing good because it's a new feeling. Like it's that new feeling. Everybody just like coming into the season, everybody, they're gonna get a second seed, they're gonna get a third seed. I'm like, no. So no matter who the coach is, then let's say you do that. Then you make a nudge, then you make a trade. So you doing all this, it's like really drama, but it's like you doing all this, and next thing you know, y'all struggling again. So then it's like nothing is really changing.
You know what the key is? It'll be his guy. That's what I'm trying. That is the whole point.
So what if your guy not winning?
Whether if it's right, wrong, or indifferent. Well, if it's his guy that ain't winning, then it's on him. But you ain't going. See, you're not going to go down with somebody else's guy on the watch. That's just not how it works. Now, if the ship sinks, then they'll say the first thing they'll say is, why didn't you get rid of Luke Walton? That'll be the conversation. That ain't your guy. That's the conversation that's going on right now. That's not my guy.
Well, I mean, if it go wrong, then the first thing you could say at the end of the season, it wasn't my guy. And
it ain't gonna last that long. See, it just ain't gonna last that long. They see. It's like we got LeBron James, so we supposed to be winning. That is how it is, because they have LeBron James.
I don't care who they bring in there. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care who they bring in there. They could bring.
It don't matter.
What is it? Red Auerbach?
They could bring Phil Jackson back, and it won't work because LeBron. He is a one-trick pony. They
got one through 3 quarters. They always, from what I've been seeing, they look good for the first 3 quarters. In my opinion, they always look good. And the way the game is officiated now is so weak now. You can barely even touch a player. You can't even breathe on them without a foul
That's why
being.
you got these high scores.
Yeah, it's like 140 today. Tonight the game was like 140 to what game was that? But I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but see, that's going the later on in the season, that's going to stop because one, you can't play at that pace over an 82 game season.
Mm-hmm.
Two, once you get side ready for the playoffs is about defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's when you find out who is who. It's because now you have to play defense.
Well, that should be even more reason why they should keep Luke Walton. Because in the beginning, you could be like, well, teams ain't really got time to we ain't got time to adjust.
They ain't winning. It doesn't matter. They ain't gonna last. He's not gonna. If he makes it to the All-Star break, I will be surprised.
I won't.
Okay, well.
I just think Luke Walton is great under pressure. Maybe I'm just high on Luke Walton.
But you forgot. You keep forgetting the one thing. You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So it matters not. Luke Walton may be the next Greg Popovich. However, he's got LeBron James. He's a one-trick pony. If he was smart, he would get his butt down and he would spend the off season every chance he got working on his footwork.
You know what I think gonna happen? I think Kobe gonna speak. I already think Kobe. I already said it from the beginning. I think Kobe running the Lakers behind the scenes. Kobe always compared Luke Walton to Phil Jackson. And Kobe really like him. Now, either they going to go with Brian Shaw, because Brian Shaw is the assistant coach. So they might either go with Brian Shaw. But if Kobe come out and says something like, every time LeBron lose last year in the finals, it was either the playoffs or in the finals, Kobe would come out and say, well, it's not about narrative. And he was critiquing LeBron James through the media or on Twitter, or through his TV show, Detail. So a lot of people was listening to what Kobe was saying. If Kobe come out and he supports Luke Walton, he ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you, Kobe got the power behind the scenes. Kobe's really calling the shots. And I think he's telling them what moves to make. I think Kobe wanted. Well, of course he wanted Rajon Rondo. He got Rondo. I think he wanted JaVale McGee. He already said the roster could defeat Golden State. Look, LeBron got 4 years, so it's going to be like, look, you can't be looking for an out already. It's just the season just beginning. You got to stick it through. You got to see the vision. You got to keep going through. And if not, I mean, what can he do? He can't. It's going to make him look bad if he asks to get traded. So, I don't know. I just don't.
Who asked to get traded?
LeBron.
He's not going to ask to get traded.
That's what I'm saying.
He went to L.A. for it. This ain't about basketball. This was a business decision.
But he ain't got no choice because he got to win. Because the pressure of the Lakers, that's why he asked. That's why you seen this Instagram post where he asked for Kobe to come back?
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, I told you he went on Instagram.
He really don't want that.
Who?
LeBron.
Oh yeah, he want Kobe to save him because he cannot handle that scrutiny. Like it's gonna be. See, Kobe can handle you know he took those 3 shots, air balls. Kobe was an introvert, so he was more so antisocial. He stayed in his room, so the only opinion he really cared about was his own opinion. So it's like everybody else can't really say nothing. He put in the work, he put in the time, he had the work ethic. So it's like Kobe had the work ethic, so he can handle the pressure and the scrutiny. To whereas LeBron, it's only a certain level. That like the lights are way brighter now than it was in Cleveland, than it was when he was in Miami, because he had other people to deflect. from that. Like he had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. So if he lost, he could be like, "Oh, it ain't my fault." Now you missing clutch free throws, the behind the back pass. So it's looking like, man, like I don't know. So like I said, I think he want Kobe because he went on Instagram and was like, what if it did happen? What if it could be? Or, just like basically saying if they played together, is Kobe dapping him up? And he was like, man, I wish, basically saying he wish it could happen. And then you got so many people like do it for the culture, everybody back and like, please do it, or whatever. I think Kobe gonna come back eventually, but I think he. All right.
No.
All right.
LeBron's an a-hole.
All right. So you think he did that to take shots at Kobe?
No, he did it. This is all about him. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't got nothing to do. Luke his days are numbered because LeBron James is a coach killer. If they don't win, he's not. Like, okay, you got Kuzma, who's good and can be great, but everybody's going to have to sacrifice their growth and all of that stuff to accommodate LeBron James. That's just the bottom line. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's how it's going to be. Nobody's going to grow. He needs to have some, and I don't think Kobe's the answer. Not at 40 years old.
I don't think right now. I still think Kobe's gonna be patient. I think he's gonna wait, and I think they're gonna
the longer he waits, the older he gets.
No, I'm not talking about like that late. I'm talking about like this 2019.
Even if he come in the second half of the season,
no, I think
by the time it would win.
I think they're gonna make
it.
I think they're gonna make a trade. And then once they make a trade, that's going to help.
The trade deadline, is that after the All-Star break or before?
Before. So what
Okay. They make the trade. For who and for what?
All right, listen to this one I think will happen. Oh. All right. Right now they're going to struggle. They've been struggling. Now that they sent the message and it looked good to the people.
They're still going to struggle.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. They're going to send a message to the public just to show that they care. So what's going to happen is they're going to pick it up. They're going to be a lot more aggressive. They're going to start winning. They're going to win games. They're still going to lose, but they're going to start to win games, and you're going to see them having a little bit of fun, but they're going to struggle still. And then by the time you get to the...
good enough.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to win more than they lose. And they're gonna crank it up. By the time they get to the trade deadline, they're gonna start struggling again. Then they're gonna make a trade. Once they make a trade, they probably get either Kawhi Leonard.
Ain't gonna happen.
They can either get Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis.
Ain't gonna happen.
All right. They gonna get one of them.
Not through a trade, they won't.
Either they gonna get one of them, and then Kobe gonna come back, and the last.
Okay.
All right. You heard it here first.
Okay, yeah.
They teasing.
And it'll be the last place you hear it. But okay.
All right.
But Luke's days are numbered. I'm trying to tell you, they already laying the groundwork.
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get rid of Luke.
Okay. So I don't know what makes you think that he's so great that they still have LeBron James.
They gonna get, because my thing is, no matter who you get Mark Jackson. It look good.
Matter. It's his guy. That's what you're not understanding. It's his guy. You would rather lose with your guy than to lose with somebody else's guy. That is the nature of professional athletics. You look at the football coach when they get a new general manager. Not long after the new general manager comes in, the coach is gone. Yeah. You're getting a new general manager because the team is losing. You don't replace the general manager for a winning team. Do you really think have the Patriots, given the success that they have, would the general manager would get fired, and then they bring in a new one, and he wants a new coach, so Bill Belichick's got to go? No, that doesn't happen when you're winning. So they're losing. They will continue to lose, and then you'll see Magic bring in his guy. Now, if it doesn't work with his guy, then that's on Magic and everybody else in the organization. But as a general manager or basketball operator, whatever the hell he is, you want your guy.